Yeah, we can have a look when we go back to the office. We can have a look and see what else you might be interested in.
That's why I've been kind of eyeballing these. Looking at, I went and checked out two Hans Christians.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which one was the 34, like the first year I think they made it. It looked like a pretty nice boat, but it needed like probably $20,000 or $30,000 worth of teak work, and
oh, really?
I mean it was just beat up.
Well, I'll be honest with this boat. He hasn't sailed it for a year, over a year, because he's got vertebral problems in his neck. So he can't sail. I mean, there's just too much looking up and looking back and turning your head. He can't.
Right. Yeah.
And he spends most of his time in San Diego right now. The boat does. It would need new sails before you took off anywhere.
Right.
The headsail I noticed had a little rip in it. I think the main's in better shape than the. Yeah, but it doesn't have much crinkle left in it. You know, I priced that out, and between $3,000 and $5,000 you get brand new sails for it.
All the way around.
Yeah, you could even get if you went up to $5,000, you could even get the cutter rig for it too, because it was originally designed as a cutter.
Right.
So it does need that, and standing rigging has never been replaced, so probably would.
And this is a
82.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it would definitely need to at least be checked.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like everything's led aft here. All the lines are back.
These are rigged for single handing. Yeah. So.
Too bad. Can't is it walkable?
What's that? Oh, you mean on the deck?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
See if I can get around here.
Oh, you know what? I can move this. I can take this off if you want me to.
No, that's fine. I can get around. Sweet. And then the anchor locker or the chain locker or whatever, you access that through the V berth in the front?
Yeah.
The roller furling. And there's no windlass or nothing like that.
No. And he replaced the bowsprit a short while ago. I was showing the boat, and there was I noticed that there was a little spot of softwood, and so I had it, and he caught in a shipwright, and they ended up replacing the whole bowsprit because he felt the integrity wasn't good. So he's very proactive as far as that's concerned. He wants to sell the boat, doesn't want to put any more money into it. But as you probably noticed, if you've done any comps on this, that this is a good price for these boats because they're very desirable.
Yeah, hard to find too.
Yeah, hard to find, exactly.
Hard to find.
This is all new. He didn't just make a repair. I mean, he actually took
the whole thing
off,
replaced.
cast it back in. All the wood is new. So.
All right. Looks good.
And he replaced the hatch when he first bought the boat, the companionway hatch.
Right.
And that was $4,000 apparently. So it's SeaCraft.
Yeah, this.
Then he replaced the Samson posts, I think. I think he replaced the Samson post when he first bought the boat.
Both of them, or just?
I think both. I think the same problem that was happening with his strip recently was actually a problem when he bought the boat.
Hold on a second. So you don't want to come check this thing out at all? Well, we're about done. We're about to walk away. So if you're coming, you need to come on. Well, we're already here. I'm standing on the dock. You got to come outside, and it's the gate right here. All right, well, we'll probably see you in the parking lot then. What a dumbass, man. And so you got this listed at 35.
35, yeah.
35. It's in pretty good condition, though. I was expecting it was going to be not as good as it actually looks.
No, that's it. So he really has taken very good care of it, and I haven't come across any leaks inside. But this is these are original.
Right.
And he says he's had a rigger up a couple of times in the last few years, and they said it's old but it's good, everything's okay. But if you were doing any blue water stuff, they generally say standing rigging replaced every 20 years. So if hasn't been replaced in 20 years, you can pretty much say you probably should replace it. But I say a couple of grand would do that.
Like the bronze.
Yeah, bronze ports, that's really cool. You don't find that on many boats.
Right. Usually the ones that do have them are the ones that you want.
Exactly.
Nice. And he's got it's an inflatable dinghy that would come with it?
I think it's a roll-up, yeah.
A roll-up?
Yeah, whatever's in the specs, I forget what there is, but I think it's a roll-up dinghy. He has no hard floor.
All right.
And outboard, of course.
Not too bad. And then so when you do the cutter rig on it,
yeah.
So where would it just mount to the?
See where that the hook is there.
Yeah.
And then there's the attachment
Okay,
over there.
I see it. Yeah.
Third the way down the mast.
I got you.
So yeah, you would need to have put some kind of a boom in there for and a sail, but I don't think it would be very expensive to do it. He bought it as a sloop. It wasn't that he ever had the cutter rig on it. He bought it as a sloop and just kept it that way.
I got you.
But if you were doing, just to have the choice, I would say you probably would want to rig it as a cutter for blue water work.
Right.
For starting off, for coastal and whatever, you wouldn't need it necessarily.
Just to have that option.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. And he did do the bottom a year ago, so that was in the specs too, I think. So I think it may have been April last year or something, but it's been about a year.
Did he paint it or just clean it?
Painted it. Oh yeah, it's cleaned every month.
Oh, all right.
We have divers go down every month and
so they can just do all that right here, sitting in the slip like this?
Oh, cleaning it, sure, absolutely,
Nice.
yeah. And then when you repaint, then you put the anti-foulant on, and it depends. 2 to 4 years. Most people tend to go somewhere between 2 and 4 years. 2 years is optimal.
And I say, what, the more you keep it moving,
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
less dirty it's gonna get.
I have a client who has a wooden boat, and he just goes and sits over in the kelp pad over in the island, and that kelp moving around the boat. Yeah, so as long as it doesn't foul your
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. These are so this is the full keel, the Schleg hung rudder on it.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about it falling off.
Sure.
Kind of protected a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cruise through one more time here.
Take your time.
I like it.
It's a neat little boat.
Definitely not too bad. Hello? Oh, all right, so you walk through that little door that you walked in the very first time over to the left of the car and walk straight back and you'll see the marina right there, and then you hook a left and it's that first gate. Yeah. You'll see me. I'm standing on the stern back here. You'll see me.
It's E-Dock if you want
All
to
right,
know. Okay.
Finally. So I come all the way up here, 2.5 hours to damn look at a boat, and he wants to go eat.
Oh. Well, you can eat afterwards.
That's what I was trying to tell him. I was like, dude, she's going to be here in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just wait. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm like, probably not, but, you know.
You may feel like it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Has he got a lot of experience, or?
No, he actually came out from northern Georgia to come out here and get on the boat with me.
Okay, I'll let him in the gate then, because he won't be able to get in without it.
Nice little boat. It's got the single roller. We can fix that real quick. Glad you could join us.
Mm-hmm.
You found breakfast.
You missed out, man. That was good.
Yeah, I
Got
know.
to listen to, while I was eating, I got to listen to all the sailing stories from the guys in there.
That's funny.
This fiberglass, it looks like it's wood. It actually looks pretty nice, dude. It's kind of a little bit smaller, but it's definitely doable. Go check it out.
Smaller than the
Winch handles. Huh?
This is smaller than the corner of the ship. This is 30.
It was actually in pretty good shape, though. It's dry. I looked in one of the whole ports down there. Little stove, oven. This thing turns into the bed right there. You undo your little knob, lower it down. The guy, she said that he stays at least one night a week on the boat, taking pretty good care of it. Got your bronze portholes. I like it.
6 foot clearance.
Oh yeah.
No. Work out.
It'd be better if it was like 6'2".
Well, you know. It'd be better if it was free, too. Free is always good. Well, you don't think this is doable, man? You got handholds all the way up.
That's nice. But it's kind of small.
Yeah, but like you say, we're not supposed to be in it the whole time.
At least have something to get on.
You got your sleep action going in here. A portable freezer. And, wait. So the, ice box would be under there, is that what that is?
That's right, yeah. You can lift that off and you can check it out.
That's,
Yeah.
just a straight up insulated thing, right?
Yeah, there's no refrigeration on this. Once in a while you'll find someone's installed refrigeration, but yeah, he just keeps it for dry storage in here. So.
He's got a lot of stuff crammed up through there.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the, down in the, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, it holds a lot.
Go
Yeah.
all down at the bottom, huh?
There's these boats
It's
are
just
designed
the
with
insulated
storage
box.
everywhere, so.
Yeah, it's not a refrigerator. But I've seen them, and you can put one in.
Yeah, you can put a compressor in one of these. I mean, if you know what you're doing, then what people generally do is they'll put extra insulation and they'll put a compressor in there.
Storages. Same thing on that one. Stuff. Is that gimbaled?
It's gimbaled out.
Slots got a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. There's a little baby nav station going on.
Yep.
Let's get this book. Alright, so just some storage. Shoehorn.
For those hard to reach places. And did you want me to take the engine cover off so you can take a look at the engine?
Yeah, actually, if you're willing.
Sure.
It looked like it was pretty clean from the pictures.
It is. And let's just get this out here. Oh, that's right. It stores a lot of stuff down here. So.
It seems like storage would be at a premium.
Yeah, you know, it's as I say, it's this kind of boat is really designed to be simple. There's less to go wrong. Okay, you have to hold that up when you look at it, but there we go. That's this part.
Sweet.
actually have this little hook right here. Oh, I didn't see the hook yet. That's right. I forgot. I knew there was a hook somewhere.
And I was reading they were saying that these are one of the few that you can actually hoist the engine out with your
with a boom, yeah,
out
okay.
the back.
There's a.
Which I thought was pretty
You've
cool.
got an app on your phone that has a. I'm trying to think where this one turns on. I think it's just a twist.
Twisty.
There we go.
Yeah, not too bad. Things nice and lubed up. And there's no autopilot or nothing either, right?
There was an autopilot. I mean, you can see that there's the space for the belt on the wheel, but I'm not sure if he actually has one or if it doesn't work. But none of the electronics are represented as being operational. Even the VHF would need to be replaced.
Yeah, I was looking at getting one of the hydro vanes.
Oh yeah, the wind vanes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those look like those work pretty good.
That's a very common choice for blue water. Yeah, because you've got that way the autopilot is what you need for closed spaces or for motoring. But when you're out, because it's a different principle with the wind vanes. I mean, they won't keep you to an exact course,
Right.
Because they'll take compensation. They'll compensate for the currents and for the winds. So they don't. So whereas an autopilot will keep you going straight, even if the wind's blowing right on your nose, the wind vane won't. But it's good to have both if you're doing blue water.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research on that. And they say that those the hydro vane is a specific one that I guess they're in Europe or Germany or something that make them, and there's nothing to break.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. So they say basically you just lock your helm. And then you can adjust it. They've actually got a thing where you can run ropes off of it and adjust it without having to go back to the back and turn the knob. So I thought was pretty cool. But $5,000, I think those things are.
Yeah.
God, 5 G's. That's a lot. So it looks pretty good, man. Nice, clean.
The mounts look bad.
Yeah. Then there's
Just a little deterioration on the left side.
yeah, but I mean nothing too major. And it's dry up underneath it for the most part too, so not leaking a whole lot. None of the breakers are on. It's so sweet. Since we took that hatch off, twist it. Come back this way and let me look under the floor right there. I can actually take it off.
Yeah, it's hard to get to it otherwise. Yeah. Is it coming? Is it a little stiff? Or?
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of pinched right in the middle. Alright, that's the gas tank, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's all dry, though.
Surprised it still has the metal in it. It's aluminum. It'll last a long time.
So teeny. Everything's dry, though. Alright. Nicely maintained. My compliments.
Yeah. Yes, the surveyor says good housekeeping.
How long ago was it surveyed?
I mean, the surveyor I use a lot. He always writes down if he sees a boat. It's good housekeeping. Well taken care of. Actually, there was a survey done when he hauled the boat, but it wasn't a full survey, and it was just for insurance. And the guy made so many mistakes that were evident that I don't offer it to people anymore. I started offering it to people, and then people would ask questions about it, and I'd realize he had the wrong designer. I mean, he'd taken stuff from the book rather than looking at the boat.
Right.
So it wasn't really worth the paper it was written on. Obviously, I would suggest anybody who bought this boat or any boat that you had a out of the water survey and you checked everything out yourself, and the offer would be contingent upon that. So that slides into those. Yeah.
Alright.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, and that just goes on top there. I'll put his tools and stuff back underneath.
I should put those back there before I put the
Oh, that was a drag.
There we go. All right.
If you have any other ones you show us?
We'll take a look.
We'll have a
back
look.
into the
Yeah,
office.
I didn't know what you were planning, so I didn't research any others yet. So we can have a look at the office when we get back there.
Not too bad. Not too bad. But, I mean, all the stuff looks pretty good. The rigging's never been replaced, so we'd have to definitely do that before we left.
It's not claustrophobic, but I'm feeling this one.
He replaced the bow spirit.
Lack of light, that 100 or 30 yard.
It's just all covered. You take that cover off.
Had more overhead, big hatches and stuff, so give you a little bit more feeling you're not in a hole.
Roller furling. Overall, man, this thing looks pretty good. It's definitely in pretty good shape.
I wouldn't want to take it around the world, but
Why not?
it's too small. But we're cruising around, right?
Not too bad.
Motion to it. It's kind of like that.
Well, go ahead and set this one up as the cutter rig. You got your stay up there to there.
So you're going to be moving around, huh?
Well, they all move around.
Remember that other one we was on, that 41?
Yeah.
That's like sitting here and keep dancing, yeah.
Yeah, there's no windlass or nothing, so you have to be doing all that shit manually.
What is it, about 15 for this one?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, it's about 15.
35 is what they're asking. $35. Which is actually not too bad of a deal. It's a little too much, but because it's clean, it's a nice boat. Got your drains and stuff.
I can picture it sitting off the water all the time.
Okay, you got your slope back going on back here. Got oil sheen on the water. You see that? Look, they're all wrinkly and rotted. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, nothing. Technically, we could just build our own boat too.
Well, I assumed you were finished with the
Yeah,
interior.
yeah, we're good. That's fine. I was just walking back over here and grab his orange juice.
Oh.
Get your juices. All right. Not too bad.